Good morning, dear friends. What a blessing to be reunited in prayer and to feel the blessings from God. God is so loving that He's always reminding us of the power of renewal, of our loving embrace. He is saying, begin anew without complaining. We need the higher standard. This is chapter 100 from the book Words of Life Eternal. Emmanuel, through the hands of Chico Xavier, tells us, quoting James 5:9, brothers and sisters, do not complain about one another, lest you be reproached. And he says to us in a very important reflection, every time our lips give in to the impulse of complaining, we're almost always simply judging the life that is ours. So observe yourself and let your conscience watch over your word. If you see someone at fault, do not exaggerate their guilt, remembering how many times you have failed equally against others. And just as you thanked those who they excused the shortcomings of their conduct, trust that you would improve over time. Support those who have fallen in error through your fraternal optimism and see them rise and bless them. If someone has offended you, do not trust yourself to unreasonable reactions, reflecting on occasions in which you also have hurt your fellow human beings. And just as you rejoiced in front of all those who forgot your blows, in the certainty that you would know how to reconsider your own action, also help the friends who became instrument of your pain, forgetting all evil, so that you may restore and bless with greatness of spirit. In every conversation in which we are induced to examine the behavior of the neighbor, subjected to censorship of others, let us seek ourselves. Concluding, whether we have not equally committed or even greater errors in all circumstances, let us not forget that we will automatically be summoning ourselves to live at a higher level, higher standard, and we must to do better things. The other day, somebody was very upset by seeing somebody make a mistake. And then my daughter Virginia, who is turning 10, she said, "Oh, that's an absurd." And she was also outraged. And I said, "I agree with you, Virginia. It is pretty bad, but I tell you that." And she said, "I'm going to talk to this person." And I said, "No. How can we demand from others something that we probably cannot even guarantee on ourselves?" I said, "Look, you still have a life ahead of you. You are not undergoing such mistakes because it's not your turn. But when it's going to be your turn, your actions will speak louder than words." And she said, "Oh, I get it. Same for us. I know it's hard. We tend to feel so righteous, right? Like the brother of the prodigal son. We look at people saying, how come, as if we're so perfect. and we're not. Who knows if we are not at greater fault than those who are making the mistakes? And in the same way, we judge, criticize, will be judging and criticizing ourselves. And that's the harshest judge we can have, our own conscience. So today, you and I need to, let's say, season our conscience with compassion, which is the law of God too. Let's say, they don't know what they're doing, as I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. It's life. That's why we're here, to learn, to progress, right? So today, visualize, that salt that we pass at the table. Let's put compassion there and season our words, our thoughts with compassion, and say, oh man, if they just knew what they're doing. We also don't know. Let us pray, feeling that we are tempering our emotions, building feelings of compassion, of understanding. If God allows crazy things to happen, it's because in the school of life, it's in the range of our learning experience. That's how it is. God is the Almighty. If He allows, who are we? We're not saying people can do whatever they like. We're just saying we need to understand. So we are not going to make justice with our own words. Probably not with our hands anymore, but with our words. And that is going to be damaging to us. Let us purify our words. We're learning. I know you're learning. I'm learning. And that's beautiful. Let us learn with confidence that today we are more empowered to do this than yesterday. Dear God, what a gift to feel your compassion. We're deeply moved to know that you love us so much that you give us another reincarnation. Brand new body, new opportunities. Your love is so immense that no matter how wrong we've been doing, how many mistakes we've committed, you always says, begin anew again. Begin anew again. Begin anew again. Thank you for the gift of new beginnings, for the gift of hope, for the gift of learning to be compassionate. We visualize energy medicine being poured onto us from your loving heart, through your messengers, the spirit doctors, nurses, therapists, balancing minds and bodies. Thank you for the gift of life, for the opportunity of existing. We visualize our loved ones being showered by this healing light, reharmonizing them, revitalizing them, making them feel wonderful. And I, with all of us, visualize a better earth, a harmonious, fraternal, kinder earth, where people kindly smile to one another in the streets. They kindly help one another. They have goodwill day in, day out. They are loving, conscientious. I know this is not a dream, dear Lord, but the true visualization of the future that we're building today. We visualize ourselves also being kinder, being compassionate, being loving and firm, courageous, determined in love and peace. Glory to you, dear Lord. May peace reign on earth as we are of goodwill amongst one another. Thank you, and so be it. Did you visualize it? We need to visualize the earth just like that. Because when we do, we're helping get it there. And daily we need to visualize it, including ourselves in that visualization. So today, the seasoning element is compassion and understanding. Let's season thoughts, feelings, words, and actions with compassion and understanding. Everything will be all right. If we want healing, we need to speak words that are healthy, words that lack the shadows of life. It has to be light. May light come through, and in that harmonization, the healing is in place. Thank you, Lu. Thank you, Felipe. Thank you, Slavik. Thank you, John. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, DSP. We wish you all live and on demand a beautiful day and night in God's love. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at another morning prayer. Thank you, friends.